Hilaria Baldwin and her husband Alec Baldwin have been in a lot of trouble. Dear Victorians, welcome to another video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. So, what exactly has been happening? Well, Hilaria Baldwin, otherwise known as Hillary Baldwin, has been claiming to be Spanish this whole time. For the last 10 years, everyone's known her as being from Spain. Apparently it was a secret everyone knew, or at least in the circles around Boston and New York, but nonetheless, everyone said she was from Spain, including her husband, Alec Baldwin. Here, listen to him 2 times, both in 2013 and recently, declare his wife as being from Spain. Here, watch this.
My wife's on the phone with her hairdresser or her friend. She's like, really? Okay, I can't wait to see you. That's going to be great. Fantastic. What time? 12 o'clock? My wife is from Spain. And she said, blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah. I don't mean to be racist when I put that accent on there, by the way.
My wife is from Spain, and everyone in this house speaks Spanish. Everyone is bilingual. My kids go to a full Spanish immersion school. And as my daughter, Carmen, who's the oldest one, says to people, she'll lean in and say, my dad only speaks English.
So there you can see Alec Baldwin proudly and profusely say his wife, Hilaria Baldwin, is from Spain. The funny thing is, Hilaria Baldwin has never openly said she's from Spain. She's done close to everything but say that. She really wants to say that, but she never has because it's a lie. She's from Boston. She grew up there. She went on a couple of holidays there as a kid, apparently with no proof, and her family went there on holidays, and they've moved there recently. So all of a sudden she done a little shaky dance, and now she's Spanish. Yeah, when she was asked about this, she's said strange things. She said things like, I'm going home, referring to whenever she travelled to Spain. And she'd say, these people who I call my family, I'm learning this particular situation. I have to say, people who are considered to be our family, referring to as Spain as her home. She said she didn't think that her referring an online post to travelling to Spain as quote-unquote going home was misleading. She said, home is where my parents are going to be. But if your parents have moved there and they're Americans, that doesn't mean they're Spanish now. So you can't just say you're Spanish. It's all a bit confusing, but she hasn't exactly always been shy from people calling her Spanish. Here in this one tweet, you can hear her say, responding to Alec Baldwin, this is everything a Spanish yoga teacher could ever want. Gracias. So, she's saying she's a Spanish yoga teacher. She's saying her family's from Spain, and that she is spiritually Spanish because her family's from Spain, but her family isn't from Spain. They moved there. And even if they moved there a couple of years ago, it's not like they moved there and lived there their whole life. So the whole thing doesn't make much sense. Here's Hilaria Baldwin in a clip pretending to not know how to say the word cucumber. Watch to the end and you'll see her accent change. She can't keep up the fake Spanish accent for long. You'll hear it change to a normal American accent. Here, watch this.
Gazpacho. We have Hilaria Baldwin with us, so tell us, how are we going to prepare this?
It's very healthy, it's very easy. All you need to make sure is that you have really good tomatoes. We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes, we have, how do you say it? Cucumbers. We have red pepper. We have, of course, the critical cebolla, onion. And we have our garlic,
el ajo.
We have a little bit of salt and pepper, aceite de oliva, we have olive oil, and we have some vinegar. So all of these things, all you have to do is blend them together. So you want to peel the tomatoes, okay? Because the outside part of the tomato is a little bit too tough for the soup. So you want to peel
it. We're actually peeling it like an apple.
You're peeling like an apple, and I'm sure there's way fancier ways to do it, but this is how I learned in Spain. We do it like this. You know, you can do it over a bowl because as you peel it, it's very juicy. If you have a good tomato, it's very juicy. Now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to core it. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going...
There you can see that she can't keep up the accent for long. Which leads us now to our final question. Intent. Was this all just an accident? Well, it may not seem like that. what you can see here is she was dancing. She used to be working at a dancing place, and one of the people she worked with noted something down, something interesting. This is what he said, his name being Alexander. He said that she had always wanted to be Spanish, because he danced with her between 2006 and 2009. He even said, quote unquote, "I understand why she did it. It was always her desire to be considered Spanish." So she always wanted to be Spanish, and then, funnily enough, between 2006 and 2009, her name magically went from Hillary to being Hilaria, a Spanish variant of her name. He said he found this hilarious, and, to be honest, not surprising. So he said, "I have a lot of nicknames in Russian, which is the ethnicity of Mr. Alexandria. But," he said, "I'm still Alexander wherever I go." So the lesson here is she wanted to be Spanish, and she's changed her name to be Spanish. And now what I think is the nail in the coffin for her case. Watch this video here where she was using Martin Luther King Day to preach to her child about how gloriously diverse she is. This here is very interesting. Watch this, and I'll give you some commentary afterwards.
People who think that they're better than other people?
No.
Isn't that silly? Like, look at my skin color. And look at your skin color. Who's darker?
Yeah.
Is one of us better than the other one?
Mm-mm.
No. Do you know some people think that other people aren't as good as them because they have different color of skin? Isn't that weird? How does that make you feel?
Sad.
Not gain lodging in the motels or the highways and the hotels.
You can see in this video she's trying to use Martin Luther King Day to get woke and diverse points, to say she is almost an African American just because she has a fake tan on. I mean, are we meant to be fools? It's obvious she just put fake tan on before she's uploaded that video, and now she's trying to say she's black. This one video here dispels everything she's been trying to say. It wasn't just an accident. She wanted to be Spanish. She accidentally met Alec Baldwin, who wanted a Spanish wife. She changed her name, and her family's only lived in Spain. They were never actually Spanish. She can't provide any proof that she went to a Spanish school, and that video here nails it all in. She's trying to get, excuse the pun, brownie points. She doesn't want to just be a boring old American. And in the last 10 years, while not explicitly saying it, she's done almost everything to demonstrate to the world that she is Spanish. But she isn't Spanish, and she can't get any points in Martin Luther King Day. And the name shouldn't be Hilaria. It should be Hillary, because she's from Boston, and that's all she is. She's a boring old Bostonian American. I don't think that's boring, but obviously she does. What does the audience think? Do you think she done this on purpose? And do you think her claims of actually having family from Spain are real? And lastly, do you think she purposely met Alec Baldwin because she knew he wanted a Spanish woman? Please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. I humbly request that you like, subscribe if you enjoy what you saw.